Allow your feet to be flat on the floor and just roll your shoulders a little bit. If you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, just allow it to roll off. Go in the other direction. And then bring those shoulders up towards your ears. Make fists with your hands. Clench your jaw. Press your feet into the floor. Squeeze your belly tight. And then let all that go with a ha. So letting your eyes stay closed here or looking softly at the floor in front of you, begin to direct your attention inward to your body, your breath in this moment. Letting the spine be long. Letting the shoulders continue to relax down your back. Noticing any sensations in your body, any areas where you might be holding on to some tension, some tightness. Allow the breath to help you relax there. Noticing any emotions that you bring to your practice this morning. And notice the busyness of your thoughts. How the mind wants to go back or go forward, but resists staying in the moment. And allow yourself to use your breath to anchor right here, right now. And let's invite the breath to get a little bit deeper now so that we move into the three-part breath. Expanding the belly as you breathe in and moving the breath upward through your chest all the way to your shoulders. And exhaling from the top down, shoulders, chest, and belly. At the end of the exhale, even squeeze the belly back a little bit towards your spine. Breathing in and breathing out. Each time your mind wanders away, re-anchor it in your breath. Over the next 3 breaths, see how present you can become to yourself. Uniting your body, your mind, your heart, your energy, all together in one place. And then on the exhale, let that technique go and just allow your natural breath to make its way back, noticing how you feel. And then bringing your hands to prayer position in front of your hearts. Let's join our voices in an Om. Deep breath in. Om. Om. Shanti. Peace. Peace. May we all know peace through our practice. So what we're going to do this morning is we're going to do some upper body stretches just to make room for the breath, and then we'll review alternate nostril breathing because it's a great way to relieve tension, to help you gear down, to quiet the overactive mind. So I think it's a good time to be doing that. So making sure your feet are flat on the floor, bringing your back a little bit away from the back of the chair so you're sitting up nice and straight. Let's breathe some nice sun breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. And remember, this is your practice. You can stay in a pose longer than I suggest, or if you need to come out sooner, that is certainly an option. I'm looking up as I breathe in and dropping my chin to my chest as I breathe out. Nice deep breaths. And then the next time you breathe your arms up, letting yourself hold in mountain pose. Feel your feet, feel your torso, feel your fingers lifted, and let those shoulders slide down your back. Begin to notice sensation. Keep your breath steady. One more breath in and then exhale. Let them float down. And just take a moment to take a breath and notice how that felt. So let's go through the 6 movements of the spine. It's always a great way to start the practice. So we're going to begin with dog and cat. Breathing into dog. Allow the chest to come forward, shoulders go back, head looks up. Breathing in deeply, and then as you exhale, roll your spine. It's going to curl up, tuck your chin, drop your head. Inhaling, opening into dog. And exhale, rounding into cat. So you might find that your dog and cat moves a little quicker or a little more slowly than mine, and that's perfectly fine. Noticing what's going on in your back, in your shoulders, and your hips. Let's do one more of those. Breathing in deeply into dog and exhaling completely into cat. And then breathe it back to center. Take a breath. Ready for the twist? We'll start with the right arm. Stretch it out. Exhale, bring that palm to the knee. Other hand to the side of your chair. And look over your shoulder. So we're always going to be careful not to over twist the neck. Keep it in line with your breastbone. You can cross one leg over the other for a little bit of a deeper twist. Breathing in, creating length. Exhale and twisting. Let's get ready to release on an in-breath. Uncrossing your legs if you're crossed and coming around. So let's move into the other version of the twist, which we practice. Just bringing both feet to the side of the chair. And again, we're going to be reaching around behind the chair. Remember to hold on low down on the back so your shoulders don't creep up. So deep breath in and exhale. Take a hold of the back of the chair. Getting a little taller each time you breathe in and rotating a little bit each time you breathe out. And we'll release now. So on an in-breath, let that be the signal to come back all the way around to the front. And we'll do both of those on the other side. Stretching the arm out. Good. Exhale, bring that palm to the knee, hand to the side of your chair. So grow tall on that first inhale. Notice how good it feels to sit up straight. Or maybe it doesn't feel so good if you've been slouching for a couple of days. So you can cross one leg over the other. Again, working with the breath, deep connection with the breath. One more breath in And exhale, release. We'll bring both feet around to the other side. Beginning with a nice straight spine, tall sit, and then reaching around for the back of the chair. Staying with your breath. Let's do one more breath here. And then exhale, bring it around to the front. So when we were doing the mindfulness group yesterday, we talked about how the mind wants to do its own thing. It wants to go off on a big adventure someplace else or some other time. And when you're doing your yoga practice and you're holding a pose, notice where your thoughts go. Do they want to leave? Like Elvis, do they want to leave the building? So stay with the breath, stay with your body, keep coming back. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just what the mind does. So let's thread the needle, stretching your arm out. Exhale, sliding it along the thigh. And remember, there's lots of choices here with how far you go into the pose. Just remember to keep your head relaxed. You can shake it yes, no. Just to remind it to be soft. You can sweep the arm up. Nice deep twist here. Inhaling and exhaling, coming back. Ooh, take a breath. Let's go to the other side. Arm extends, stretch it out. Slide it along. Ease yourself forward. Again, reminding your head to stay nice and relaxed and adding the arm sweep if that feels right. Or sometimes people like to bring their hands together in prayer position. Lots of options. One more nice deep breath in. And exhale. Make your way out of the stretch and take a breath. Good. So we'll do some sun salutes. We'll just do at a mid pace. Remember, sun salutes are great because if you do them quickly, they're kind of aerobic. They bring up some energy, warm me up a little bit. If you slow them down and really focus on each part of the pose, it's more like a moving meditation. So either way is good. We'll do it. We'll find a middle speed. For those of you that remember 33 and a third, 45 or 78, we're going to go for 45. Here we go. Press your palms together. Activate the muscles of your arms. And on an inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, reach it back. Let go of the breath. Breathe it back to mountain and then open your arms, dive down. Let the breath go. Palms to knees, come up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sweep those arms back up. And exhaling, reaching it back, looking up. Inhaling back to mountain. And let's bring it right back to the heart. Let's do one more of those. Inhale, sweep up. And reach it back. Take your breath in, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Good. Palms to knees, come up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhaling, sweeping your arms up, gathering in all the breath, all the energy. Reach it back. Breathe it in. And release your palms to your heart. Take a few breaths. And notice whatever there is to notice. So we're going to do one more upper body opener before we go into alternate nostril breath, just to make sure that the body's ready to receive the breathing. So let's inhale, bring the palms up. Exhale, draw the arms down and squeeze your forearms together. Really squeeze them. Good. Inhale, open your elbows wide to the side. Exhale, back to the heart. Inhale up. Exhale down, press those forearms, really squeeze them, feel the back opening, back body, good. Inhale, open the front of the body. And back to center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, squeeze the forearms. Open, wide, deep breath in. Oh, good. And back to center. And pause. So remember, alternate nostril breathing. We use the thumb and we use the ring finger on the right hand. And we're going to place the thumb just above the place where the nostril flares out, right on the cartilage. Breathing in through the left nostril. Lock that nostril with your ring finger. Release the thumb and breathe out on the right. Breathe in on the right. Lock the nostril, release the ring finger, out on the left. In on the left. Lock the ring with the ring finger, exhale, release the thumb, out on the right. So when you have the rhythm of this breath, just allow your eyes to close. Make sure your shoulders and your elbows are relaxed and soft as you go from side to side. And if you lose your place, don't worry, just begin again or go into the three-part breath. Bringing balance to the right and left sides of the brain and calming the nervous system. Let's just do a couple more rounds of breath here. Staying present. The next time you breathe out from the left, you can release that technique. Just allow your arms to relax down, hands in your lap, and notice how you feel. And breathe. All right, so does everybody feel well balanced now? I hope so. So we're gonna work on the lower body. If you have a yoga tie, you might wanna keep it handy in case you need it. But if you don't, remember there's always options depending on how flexible or strong you feel today. So I'm gonna start lifting and lowering one foot. So what am I doing with my breath here? I'm breathing in as I lift the foot and exhaling as I drop it down. Keeping your upper body really quiet. You don't want to be rocking back in your chair. You just want to be moving the leg from the knee to the foot. Again, you can hold on behind if the leg gets tired or use your yoga tie. So I'm just going to extend that leg now. I can hold on behind. I can hook my yoga tie around the sole of the foot if I like, or do a little bit of a challenge move here by extending your arms, letting the leg do a little extra work. You might notice that your abdominals are working at the same time, which is a good thing. Good. Breathe in and exhale. Bring that knee into your chest. And again, if you've got a tie and you want to hook it underneath your thigh or interlace your fingers below the knee, whatever works. Sitting up tall, opposite foot flat on the floor. Great. So let's take that knee out to the side now. So I'm going to bring it, draw it gently out to the side like I'm opening a gate. Opposite arm comes up and out to the side. And we're going to take some breaths. Nice long breaths. Let's do one more here. And then guide it back to center. So we're going to stretch that leg out again. hold on behind. I can hold on to my toe, but you can also use your tie here to draw the leg across. I'm going to make a fist and do some self-massage on those big muscles. None of us can go out and get a massage right now, so we might as well do the best we can with what we got, right? So don't be afraid to pound away. Those muscles are big and strong. You can use your knuckles. Do some circles with the knuckles. And if you find a spot that's a little uncomfortable, you might just want to hang out there a little longer. Great. So from here, we're going to go right into the figure 4 stretch. So you can cross ankles or knees, or just let the sole of the foot or the ankle rest on top of the other thigh. Take a minute to lengthen. And just by doing that, you're going to feel a lot of sensation in that hip. Gently pressing down on the knee, pulling up on the foot, relaxing your shoulders. And if you like, leaning forward. And exhale. Don't be afraid to make a sound with the exhale because it gives your body the signal that it's safe to relax. Take in one more nice deep breath. Let it go. And inhale. Let's come up and uncross. And take a minute just to notice. And we'll go to the other side. So we're going to lift the foot on an inhale and lower it on an exhale. Lifting up and dropping down. Breathing in and breathing out. Legs starting to get tired? Yeah. So let's try to hold it up just for a little bit. Again, using your hands or your yoga tie. If the leg is really tired, you can include your arms out to the side. Great. One more breath, and then let's draw the knee in. Hold on below, or use your tie. I'm going to wiggle in my seat here. I need to sit up a little taller. I'm going to sit up tall. Draw the knee in a little closer if your body allows. And then we'll bring it out to the side, guiding it gently out to the side, opening the front of the body. Other arm comes up and out to the side, drawing your shoulder and your elbow back to open your chest, open your heart. Great. So bringing that leg back to center. It's a little jealous now. It needs a massage too. So you can either use your tie or grab a hold of your foot, and let's begin to work on those muscles. Make sure you get all the way back into the glutes, the buttocks, the hips, front and back. And then using your knuckles, if that feels good, to erase away any tension. Good. And let's go into the figure 4 stretch from here. So choosing whatever option you would like. Ankles, knees, or foot on the thigh. Again, the foot that's on the floor, you want to look down and make sure that the foot is directly under your knee and not off to the side like this or like this. You really want to keep that directly under the knee. Good. Pressing down if you like. And leaning forward if you like a little more. Relax your shoulders, relax your breath. So let's inhale and release that now. Come on up and uncross. That's one of those stretches that I feel I could stay in there for about a half an hour. It just feels so good. So we're going to do a forward fold now. And remember with the forward fold that there are options and we progress them. We start with the feet directly under the knees and gradually move the feet away. The further you move the feet away, the more intense the stretch will become in your hamstrings. So just move slowly and pay attention to what works for you. We're going to do it with the wave breath. So starting with the feet under the knees, breathe in, bring your chest forward, and exhale, roll it back. So it's like the cat and dog movement. Breathing in, coming forward, exhaling, rounding back. And if that feels easy and you want to increase the intensity a little bit, move your feet away, maybe 6 to 9 inches. Continue the wave breath. So you're always checking in, saying, is this enough of a stretch? Do I want more? Stretching forward, rounding back. So I'm going to extend my feet all the way, keeping a little bit of a bend in the knees. Make sure you don't slide off your chair if you're doing this at home. Letting the breath go, drawing it in. So the next time you come forward, wherever your feet are, allow yourself to hold there. You can bring your hands to the floor. You can reach around behind you and hold on to the legs of your chair, which will give you a little bit more stability. Head is relaxed, neck is relaxed. Let's do 3 complete breaths here. Good, and the next time you begin an inhale, walk yourself up. Bring your feet back to center and take a breath. So we'll come up to standing, but we'll come up through chair pose so we get a little extra work in. So remembering for chair pose, you're going to move your feet back slightly so the heels lift up. And the moment you start to stand, allow the heels to drop down. I'm going to begin with my hands at my waist. Breathe in, exhale, engage your core, and stand straight up. Try not to lean forward. Knees are bent, shoulders are back. Now this might be quite enough, but if you want more intensity, arms can come out front or overhead. Please find your breath. Don't misplace the breath. Inhale, exhale, lower the arms, straighten the legs, and if you want to just jiggle them a little bit, just to get things moving. Okay, so I'm going to come to the side of my chair. We're going to do some balance work. Great. So remember, the chair is your friend. It's your silent partner in yoga. You can use it as much or as little as you would like. I'm finding that I'm working on carpeting and I don't prefer that, but so be it. This is my studio for the time being, so I'm gonna deal with it. It's usually easier to balance on a solid surface. All right, so let's inhale and come on up on the toes, and exhale, drop it down. Inhaling, lift, and exhale, lower. One more time, inhale, lift, exhale, lower, and then just rock from side to side. So another good tip for balance work, in addition to keeping the knees soft, is to exaggerate the exhale and imagine that you're pressing that supporting foot down into the floor. That can be very, very helpful. So I'm just going to shift my weight to the leg closest to the chair and begin to lift the opposite knee. So you can use your hand or you can use your tie under your thigh, whatever. And again, try that little tip about exhaling and really pressing the sole of the foot into the floor. Keeping that supporting leg nice and soft. And you're probably going to wiggle and wobble, and that's fine. So this is going to set us right up for tree pose. We're going to take the knee out to the side, place the foot either on the floor or alongside the calf, and build your branches with one hand or two. One hand can always hang on to the chair. Not a problem. And breathing. Awesome. Nice deep breaths. Press into the sole of that foot. Breathe in. Exhale, lower the hands. So we're going to move right into warrior pose from here. So I'm going to take that outside foot and step it back. So remembering to keep a little bit of space between the feet, so you don't want to be directly behind the front foot. You want to be a little off to the side. That really does help with balance. And you can release your arms, add them out to the side, overhead. And it's a little bit more of a challenge if you look upward. So you can do that. You can look at the horizon or you can look at the floor. Whatever works. Find that breath, nice 3-part breath. Breathe in and exhale, lower the hands. I'm going to take that outside foot and step it out. So a comfortable distance apart. Both knees are soft here. Good. Raise the outside arm up and begin to rainbow over towards the chair. So if you do not need the chair for support, bring that hand to the inside. Again, adjust your gaze wherever you're comfortable. And on an inhale, bring it up. Drop that hand down. Release the other arm up and over. Nice counter stretch here. Oh, good. And bring the hand down. From here, we're going to move directly into the straight-legged runner stretch. So my hips, rather than facing forward, are going to rotate towards the chair, and both feet are going to turn towards the chair. Remember to keep your back straight, so you're hinging right from your hip crease. Here we go. Soft knees, don't lock those knees. Hands can walk down the chair. You can bring them to the floor. Or for a little extra challenge, bring them behind your back. And you're breathing. And finding something to enjoy about this stretch. Allow the next inhale to bring you up. And again, do a little back bend, just as a counter stretch, because it feels so good. Turn and face the front. So I know that sometimes we struggle with balance poses, but there's ways to modify them. And for instance, tree pose, you know, I show with the foot on the floor or up here, but there's another version that's really pretty accessible depending on your hip openness. So if you've got your chair here, you can bring your foot up on the chair with the toes pointing out. So it's pretty much the same position that you have with the hips with tree pose. So if you want to try it, you can try it. You can continue to hold on to the chair, or you can include your arms just like you do when you're doing tree without the chair. And just see how you like that. There's always options. And release. So you might want to add that to your repertoire. Let's do a little downward dog between sides. So coming to the back of the chair or putting your hands on the seat of the chair. I'm going to put my hands on the seat of the chair. Walk your hips away. Let your belly hang down. Breathe. Good. And then breathe in and walk yourself back. Move my chair over here. And we'll do the other side. So shifting your weight to the leg closest to the chair. Again, really focus on the softness of the knees and exhaling, driving that supporting foot down into the floor. And just take all the time you need to bring the knee up. Again, you can hold onto the chair, you can let go of the chair, you can use your tie. So imagine that that supporting foot is like 3 sizes bigger than it is, taking up a lot of real estate. So we'll move into tree pose in here, taking that foot out to the side. Again, soften the knees. Always remind yourself to soften the knees. 1 hand or 2. Nice deep breaths. Belly, chest, and shoulders. Exhaling, shoulders, chest, and belly. 1 breath, just following the next. And then exhale, release that. And we'll move into warrior pose. So stepping that outside foot back. Again, making sure you've got a little bit of space front to back between the feet. Hips are facing forward. And really square that outside hip. It wants to fall back. So try to move it forward. You can add 1 arm or both arms. You can direct your gaze up. Whatever works. Great. Inhale, exhale, lower your arms. And here we come into triangle. We'll step in the feet forward. Turn the foot closest to the chair so it's facing the chair, but the hips always forward. Arm reaches up and rainbows over. Releasing the chair if you don't need it for support. Breathing deeply. Noticing where your thoughts go. Bring them back. Bring those thoughts back to the moment. Inhaling, coming up. Great. Let's release and do a little counter stretch. And we'll set up for runner stretch. So back foot turns, faces the chair, hips face the chair. Let the fold come right from your hip crease. So here we go. Walking your hands down the chair if you need it for support. Releasing your hands to the floor or behind your back if you like. And always finding the breath. Soft knees. One more breath here, and then inhale, hinging back up again. A little bit of a counter stretch. And back to center. So if you want to try that other version of tree pose on this side, just so you're equally balanced, you're going to take the inside foot and place it up on your chair. And you can ease yourself into the height of the seat of this chair is like a normal seat height. But if you had something lower, like a block or a low stool, you could try that as well. Okay, hips facing forward, drawing the knee back, making your branches with 1 hand or 2 hands, and breathing. Noticing all the work that's going on in that supporting leg. It's really driving the foot into the floor, soft knee, steady breath. One more breath. And then lower your hands. Release your foot. One more downward facing dog. Just letting your head relax, letting your knees be soft. On an inhale, walk yourself back to your chair. Take a seat. I think we'll just finish up with a seated twist. I think I mentioned that I like to finish the practice with a twist because my feeling is that it moves the energy through your body in a way that's most helpful to you. So it doesn't have to look any particular way. Just take a nice little twist. Whatever version you'd like to work with, doesn't have to be anything special. And then inhaling, coming around and going to the other side. Nice deep breath in. And then back to center. So now we just take a few moments just to sit, to notice the effects of our practice, body, mind, energy, letting your eyes close and connecting with your breath. And don't need to change anything about the way you're breathing. Just let the breath flow easily, effortlessly. Taking a few moments to notice how your practice has affected your body, your mind, your energy, your emotions. Your practice has been perfect for you. There's nothing to change, nothing to add. It was just right for you. So just allowing your breath to begin to expand now and beginning to just add a few final stretches any way your body would like to move. There's no right or wrong way to do this. You're just dancing your own dance, whatever that happens to be. But let's open our arms wide. And then giving ourselves a hug. You can imagine sending this hug out to everybody that's sharing your practice with you this morning. And let's hug on the other side. Oh, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling severely hug deprived these days. I invite you to bring your hands to prayer position. We'll join our voices in an Om. Om Shanti, peace. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free from fear. And may all beings everywhere know peace. So namaste, Jai Bhagwan. Namaste safe. Namaste healthy. Have a wonderful day.